Alright, hello folks, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy X. Now today, we are leaving Besaid Island.
Here comes one now.
And we're going to get a tutorial battle.
Hey, why don't you try out that sword I gave you?
Okay, so let's attack it, kick its butt. Oh, getting overkill in the process, nice.
No problem.
Not too shabby. You kept up with him pretty well. Might make a good guardian someday.
Is that any foreshadowing, folks?
A flyer. My kind of customer.
Alright. Well, it would have been his kind of customer. Haha. In the tutorial, he's supposed to kill the flyer, and you're not supposed to be able to hit it. That kind of went against the tutorial, how it's supposed to go. So now I gained a sphere level. I've got 4 power spheres, so I get to raise my strength 1 point. Walk up, no dice. Oh, we have 2 other party members, Yuna and Lulu, who are the guardians, a guardian and summoner. So that last battle is a fixed encounter, and this next battle is also a fixed encounter.
That looks like trouble.
Ha! Watch this.
So Titus or Quarterass in this case, that's a pretty slow-looking creature. I'd kick its butt, or not.
Told ya. Only magic can beat that thing. If you can't beat them down, you gotta use magic of an element they don't like.
Magic? Element?
Let's have our black.
You've never played a JRPG before, have you?
Luke, you're up.
Clueless, aren't you? Good thing I'm here.
So Lulu's the black mage, hence she's wearing a black dress. So in this game, it's kind of, you only have 4 elements. Fire, ice, they're opposites of each other. Lightning and water, they're also opposite of each other.
Spells of ice work well against fire fiends, and ice fiends are weak against fire magic. You follow?
I get
Better
fire
believe
and
it.
Ice, but what about lightning and water?
Lightning and water are opposed, just like fire and ice. This one here is a water fiend, which means
you use fire. No, kidding, folks. We use thunder. She dealt some damage to it. And I don't know why she carries like a little Mog thing with her. Who knows why? I don't think they ever explained that in this game, why she uses like a Mog or something tiny like that as a weapon. Man, they're pretty high up, aren't they?
take your time.
Well, there's her home. There's,
Let's get going, man.
We're gonna wait.
Huh?
Are you ready?
What's going on?
Well, you'll find out now. We do have a save sphere. You cannot go back this way.
This isn't the way to the pier.
That's the way we came from when we got shoved off that ledge and had to swim here. So like I said, that's the only time you're going to be able to go through that water. Even if you're not going to save the game, at least hit up the save sphere. I believe you're going to have another fixed encounter coming up with this guy. It sounds like another Junya Nakano track. Here it's very abstract when it comes to the music. Oh, 55 damage. I'm going to cheer myself so I can raise my defense and attack. So there's one. And 2. Remember, you can use 5 of these in one go. There's 2. See, my defense is... I took 9 less hit points. Here's number 3. Yeah, get a miss. Here's number 4. Oh. I thought I hit the X button. I guess not. That's number 4. He's going to jump on me. Well, here's my last cheer. You can do it! Oh, you're going to hear that later in the LP. So, oh, wait, you already heard that earlier. Never mind. Oh, ouch. I'll go for it. All right, good job.
That's enough.
Oh, he's not our enemy?
What's with that guy?
Kimari Ronso, of the Ronso tribe. He's learned the fiend's way of fighting.
That's not what I meant.
He's another Yuna's guardians.
Huh?
Sometimes we don't understand him either. Kamari doesn't talk much anyway. But he has protected me since I was a child.
Huh.
We don't get any, well, we get 2 ability spheres, and in the early game, ability spheres are huge. Oh, and I'm glad I didn't use any potions potions because my HP is refilled. Yay. I didn't know that was the case, to be honest with you. Kimari is actually also voiced by John DiMaggio, who does the voice of Bender and Waka. So Waka and Kimari are the same voice actor, folks.
A flyer. That's your department, right?
True. But, why don't we let our summoner show us what she's made of?
Oh, you can switch party members mid-battle. That's nice in this game. So everybody gets experience. Even if you just defend, folks.
First real battle. Let's see some style.
Show us what your training has taught you, Yuna.
Okay.
Summoning Aeons uses summon command to have Yuna call an Aeon to aid her in battle. Only Yuna can prevent forest fires. Summon Aeons. Use it when you need help against tough opponents. When Aeons take damage, their HP decreases. Should their HP reach 0, they leave battle and become unavailable for a time. And Aeons do recover HP at save spheres. So, let's go. Have a bird-on-bird battle, folks. Bird Guy, or Valifor, if you're playing this with your default name. I like Bird Guy versus this thing. And what you want to do, can we do that? Oh, yes, we can. Is what we want to do is boost. Because what you want to do is get their overdrives up as high as possible. And the boost will do that. They'll give you this tutorial a little bit later in the game, but I'm giving it to you now, folks. One more boost ought to do it. And then we'll go ahead and kick its butt. See, but my overdrive, my HP is only at 294, and I cannot heal. And I cannot heal him, so at 294, it's 81. I'll give it one more go. I'm going to go ahead and dismiss it. Oh, crap, I can't dismiss. crap. I think I may have lost this fight. Alright, let's see if I'm allowed another turn. So yeah, if you keep doing Sonic Wings, notice how he'll get extra turns. So since my HP is so low, I'm gonna spam this until I kick his butt. Oh crap. Or not. I may lose this. Let's see. I was trying to be proactive and get my overdrive up at the very first battle. Got 5 hit points left. Let's kick its butt. There we go. Look at that. It wouldn't let me dismiss it, so. We get the enchanted rod. Oh! Now we've got Yuna in the party. Let's equip. So in this game, it's very different from other Final Fantasy games where you upgrade your weapons. They're based on strength and they raise your stats. This game does not raise your stats. Every single weapon is the exact same thing. The only things that the weapon's different are abilities and abilities alone. So your staff is very generic. It has one blank ability. Your Rod of Wisdom is +5 and +3 magic and a sensor. Your Enchanted Rod is just +3. So this is what you want right here. I don't have any. Is no armor. Armor doesn't do jack squat unless it gives you stats like a metal shield. Brother has 3 empty slots. Empty slots are going to become very important later in the game. And so yeah. So yeah, you don't want to use the Aeon anymore for a while. And we could take this thing down without an Aeon.
No problem. Leave this one to me, huh? Say goodnight, birdie.
So what they're going to want you to do is they're going to force you to use the skill Dark Attack.
Yeah.
That it has a doesn't always hit, but when it does, use Dark for 3 turns. And I'm going to use a Thunder Spell on him to zap him. Yuna, I'm going to get her out of the battle for now. We're going to sub in Quarter Ass. I'll go ahead and put in Yuna. She really can't do anything. So, you know what? Let's just defend. So, now that we've got Yuna a turn, she's going to gain experience points. So that's the second turn. That's a miss. So yeah, you want to get everybody a turn, or else you will miss out on experience points. And there you go. If I really wanted to, I could have cheered him and everybody. Okay, now she just won a Bright Bangle. That's going to prevent against Dark. Dark Ward is just, I don't know what the percentage chance, but it's not the best chance of preventing Dark, but it gives you a slight shot. Now we have the Sphere Grid. Where's Waka? This is where Waka starts. Let me see. Okay, yeah, so that's gonna be. We're gonna want him to go this way and use the speed sphere. And Yuna, where's she start off? Right here. Why did she learn that strength sphere? All right, so this is Yuna's path right here. But what the nice thing about the expert sphere grid is you get to veer off the path. And I want to, first of all, she can learn extract ability, and that's going to be huge. I actually want to teach her black magic over here first, so she can actually have some offense. Okay, and then we'll get her on her regular sphere grid. Alright, here we go. Now the rest of these encounters are random encounters, folks. Now, what I want to do is I don't want to leave Yuna without. So Waka is the only one that can use experience points at this point. So I'm just trying to get her a turn. Alright, now we'll go ahead and get the Thunder Spell and zap them. That's all you need to do, folks. Lulu and Quarterass get a level, and we get 3 types of spheres. And hold on a minute. We don't need that yet. So we'll go down her sphere grid, and we're going to get her 20 additional magic points. And Quarterass is going to go this way. We're going to get him 1 point of accuracy. Alright. Yeah, you're going to get acquainted with the sphere grid real quick, folks. That's how you level up in this game. And remember, I had told you this is the way to go to the village. But no, we got pranked. It's going this way off the cliff. Remember, we went off the cliff this way. But we could never go this way ever again. Oh, what was... Oh, yeah, that's that weird looking... So this is the way you want to go, is down here and back to where we started from once we landed on the island. I will save it, actually. We got our moon crest already. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to talk to all these little villagers. Well, that one didn't count. Okay, those 2 didn't count. So you talk to... Well, hold on a minute. Because they're all going to give you stuff like Seeker's Ring. Let's talk to this guy. Come on, please let me talk to you. We'll talk to you first. Or not. Why don't you let me talk to you, please? Come on. Okay, we'll talk to you then. Get 400 gil. We're going to need it. The remedy. Okay, anybody down here we need to talk to? Nope. Hope that was everybody, but you want to talk to everybody. Bye-bye! Well, you see some people crying. I don't know why you're crying. She's just gonna beat up the bad guy for you. I don't get that. Alright, prayers be unto heaven and stuff. I guess they're just gonna miss her or something. I mean, it is a long journey, so... Alright. When we go to new areas in the game, this is gonna pop up. So we're heading for Kilika Island. Here we are aboard the SS Liki.
Boo.
There's Waka. It's like, it kind of reminds me of Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, a little bit. Oh. We can talk more. If you remember that from, was that last episode? Alright, sorry about that. I just had to get some binoculars and look at some women. Yeah, so let's go talk to some
Word
folks.
is that summoner's got noble blood. I heard she's Lord Braska's daughter. You don't say.
Lord Braska's daughter?
Uh-huh. Sorry. Alright, so that's Lord Braska's daughter. Okay, he's that High Summoner we saw earlier in the game. The High Summoners were actually defeated Sentinels 10 years ago. Do you want to look through the binoculars? Yeah! No way! I just like that line of dialogue. Up here? Is there any... Okay. Well, let's go. Let's go to the engine room. Because here in the engine room... Where are you at? That's not the engine room. No, it's not the engine room. My bad. Okay, let's go down.
Oh, them's fascinating clothes you're wearing. Yeah! Filthy, filthy. These won't sell. Or me name's not Awaka. Don't look like you got much money, either. I've no business with you. Out of me way.
Who do you think you are?
Awaka the 23rd. Merchant extraordinaire.
Awaka the who?
That's how you
Don't
make business.
know
You
Well, not
turn off your
yet.
customers.
Not yet.
You insult your customers. That's how you become a good merchant. We'll talk to Walker the 23rd here in a minute. I'm gonna go in here. The power room.
What the heck is that?
What the heck is what?
What is this place?
The power room, like it says on the door?
Yeah, but why the big birds?
What's so strange about chocobo power?
Chocobos? Those are chocobos?
Yeah,
What?
you've seen them every Final
You've never
Fantasy
seen
2
a
through 9
chocobo?
so far.
What kind of backwater island did you come from, anyway?
Yeah, you never played a Final Fantasy game before.
Miracles and oddities were starting to become daily routine on this trip.
Okay, that's not okay. And here is very hidden. This is the third Albed primer. That's why I came in here. It was in here somewhere. I knew it was in the room. I just didn't know where it was. I actually thought it was on the cabin. All right, now let's talk to Owaka the 23rd Extraordinaire.
But someday the name of Walker will be spoken all over Spira.
Oh, so he's not.
Say, lad, you wouldn't have a bit of guilt.
He's not very
friend?
well known. All right, so I forgot how much you actually have to lend Owaka. I'll post it here in the script up on the top of the screen. But let's give him 1,000 gil for now, because there's a certain dollar amount you have to give him. If you do, his prices will be cheap through the rest of the game, and you only have until a certain point in the game to do it. No
I
sweat.
guess it pays to ask. Thank ye kindly, lad. Fine seed money for the Oaka merchant empire.
Yeah, so let's go in here. And we get a remedy for our troubles. Oh, he's gonna hurl. Too bad, so sad. Anything else over here? I don't remember. Oh! Yes. I don't even have to open the treasure. I just kick it and it spits out a potion. How does that, as H.C. Bailey would say, how does that even work? That's my best H.C. Bailey impersonation I've got. No, I'm not watching his LP for this, by the way. I've played this game enough times. I'm doing this my way.
Restricted area. Our operation depends on this cargo.
I'm actually not consulting any Let's Plays for the first time doing a JRPG in this channel. I'm doing this solely on my own. Well, if I have to look up a few Albed primers that I'll miss, I will look those up. And certain information about, like, people. Or advanced plot, like music composers and such. Or advanced plot, you gotta see, talk to Waka here.
So, is Yuna's father famous or something?
She's the daughter of High Summoner Braska. You saw his statue at the temple. Lord Braska defeated Sin 10 years ago. Yuna's the heir to a great legacy.
It's tough when your father's famous.
Huh?
Waka's a bit lacking in the imagination department.
Huh?
Thanks, Lulu. I'll keep that in mind.
Yep. So now, to advance the plot, you gotta go talk to Yuna.
The wind. It's nice.
Why are they laughing at that? I don't get that.
You're a blitzball player, aren't you? From Xanarkin, right?
You hear that from Waka?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Waka. Waka doesn't believe me at all.
But I believe you.
Hmm.
I've heard in Xanarkin there is a great stadium, all lit up, even at night.
Huh?
Great blitzball tournaments are held there, and the stands are always full.
How do you know that?
A man named Jack told me. He was my father's guardian.
Huh. Plot twist.
Checked. My father. His name is Jecht.
Amazing! You know, our meeting like this must be the blessing of Yevon.
Sounds like him, but it can't be him.
Why not?
My old man, he died. 10 years ago, off the coast of Xanarkand.
I'm sorry.
He went out to sea for training one day, and never came back. And no one's seen him since then.
Why, that's the day that Jecht came to Spira.
But,
It's true, I first met Jecht 10 years and 3 months ago. I remember that was the day my father left.
So
The
he
date
didn't
fits,
die.
doesn't it?
Yeah, but how would he get here?
You're here? Are you not?
I love that line from Yuna. Uh-oh. Did I save the game on the island? Not sure if I did or not. We got boss time! I got a phone call code on my cell phone. I didn't pick up.
We'll all get dragged under.
Probably a spam call like normal folks.
We gotta distract it. Our families are in Kilika. Forgive us, Lady Summoner.
Wait! Oh boy!
Alright, let's defeat the big whale known as Sin. Oh crap. That's what they call Sin Spawn. Alright, folks. Now, I don't exactly remember how to do this. I want to get, just want to get her a turn. We're gonna want. I just want to get her a turn. Just defend. Okay, now Waka on the field. Just gonna get her going. Let's get Kamari on the field. We can start to flicker. That's fine. Alright, now let's get him on the field. And I don't remember, there's a better tutorial than what I'm giving you right now. There's a trick I'm trying to execute. I may execute it wrongly. But I want to hit cheer. And I'm just going to defend for now. I want to get my 5 cheers up. So that's cheer number 1. Cheer number 2. I don't know if this is going to work or not, folks. Cheer number 3. Cheer number 4. And cheer number 5. Okay, now we're gonna take some damage here. Okay, and now if you really want to grind, hopefully this works. See how you have all 3 of them? Have a turn. 1. Overkill. 2. Well, that should have been overkill, but it wasn't. That should have been an overkill, but it wasn't.
How many of these things are there? The fin! Attack the...
We know to attack the fin. So in order to advance the plot, you gotta kill off the fin. Oh man, I didn't get the turn the way I wanted it. But we have it over. Okay. No, this didn't quite work because you're supposed to get all nothing but overdrive hits. I mean overkill hits. So this isn't working. So there's a better tutorial than what I'm doing right now. The basic idea is to set it up. I haven't set this up right. All right, let's just get a shot there. Because you need to do that. I don't remember how to set this up, but there is a way to set this up. And they're not overkilling like they're supposed to. I have seen this technique done before. I've never been able to execute it properly. There's an overkill. There's not an overkill. Alright, overkills. So 2 to 3 that time. But basically, the way I'm trying to set this up is I haven't been able to do it right yet. Is you want be able to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you notice, I think I may have set it up right with the exception of the overkills. You notice how, like when he does his attack, it's just wings start to flicker. then you kill them off, and you're not going to take any damage if you do this right. Somebody else can give you a better tutorial than me, but the idea is you overkill all the guys, and you could like set a turbo button on overnight with your machine on, and he'll flicker his wings. Okay, that's the idea. Looks like Waka got an extra turn, which is not what I wanted. But the idea is to set it up to where you go kill, kill, kill. They come, kill, 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 come. And all overkills, by the way. And when you're done grinding, I like you leave the machine on overnight. And then, that's why I'm the quarter-ass gamer, folks. Because I don't have this set up right. So kill him. Kill him. He's just going to flicker his wings. Yeah, so basically you leave a turbo controller on overnight. Just mashing the attack button. And you can just do this all night, and you'll become OP pretty quick, folks. So I'm not going to delay anymore. We'll go up top there. And we'll get her to summon an Aeon. This is why whenever I get the Aeon going, I like to use its overdrive. And Bird Guide, remember we did that side quest at the end of the last episode? So Bird Guy is the only one who can use two overdrives. Energy Ray is the one he's given. The side quest we did was the Energy Blast. Energy Blast is a little bit stronger, and it also breaks the 9999 damage limit. Oh, you know what? I screwed that up, folks. I meant to attack the, I screwed that up. You know what? That's not what I meant to do, folks. That is so not what I meant to do. I meant to attack the fin and finish off the battle. Well, let's get its overdrive back up. So let's kill one of those guys off. Oh, I didn't even do that. I think he's gonna die right here. Let's dismiss. He's not gonna make it, so let's dismiss him. That was not in the cards, folks. So Thunder, heck, Thunder's going to be the way to go here. And Waka's ball is going to be the way to go also. I was going to try to one-shot the boss, and the best way to one-shot the boss was that overdrive that I screwed up. We do Waka here. Up top there. Let's see. And let's go ahead and summon. I'm going to take a chance here, folks. I can't believe I screwed that up. I'm going to take a chance. It's only got 97 HP. But if I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to see if I can attack it. Sonic Wings. That's only 100 damage. But what that does do... Alright. Let's try this energy blast again. On the fin. Overkill. You want to get the overkill on that fin so you get more AP and spear levels and all that. That was what I tried to do last time, folks. I'm actually kind of glad it did not come off because I would not have been able to kill it. Oh, I forgot about this part. I forgot about this part. We're not done yet. Holy crap, all that sin spawns beating the crap out of them. Thanks, Waka. Have a Phoenix down ready. I forgot about this part. We gotta face another boss. I don't know if the cheers carry over, but I'm gonna go ahead and cheer him 5 times. And I will dark attack this guy right here. Two cheers. Three cheers. That's the second turn. 4 cheers. And it's the boss's turn next. So that should miss both characters. No, it doesn't. But now his blind is off, so that's 5 cheers. Now let's get a dark attack on this guy. And you don't have to kill off the sin spawn. Oh well. I thought if you kept one of them around. So that should be, I don't remember, that's first or second. That's gonna kill off. That's gonna kill me off right there, crap. Yeah, I waited too long to heal him. See how weaker he is after not having the cheers? Alright. And we don't have any potion waka here. This was the way I planned on this fight going. And that's gonna finish him off. I wanted to overkill him, but me getting killed off prevented that from happening, folks. So let's look at all these levels. And if you would have kept grinding, like leave your machine on overnight with a turbo controller, you would have had like 99 like sphere levels per character. But instead we get 47 power spheres, 10 mana spheres, and only 2 ability spheres. Well, we need all the ability spheres we can get. We have an ice ball and a water ball. And I'm going to be quiet here, folks. Wow.
When Sin attacked Xanarkand that day, I woke up in Spira. I kept hoping it would work in reverse, too.
That would have been nice.
I will defeat Sin. I must defeat Sin.
I was just fooling myself. Maybe it was that day, on the sea, under the burning sun. I started to give up hope. I was in a foreign world. I wasn't going home. This was my new reality, and I was stuck in it for good.
Alright, here we are on Kilika Island. What's left of it. Or Kilika Port, I should say. Settlements on the port.
Greetings. I am the summoner Yuna. I have come from the temple in Besaid.
Oh, Milady Summoner!
If there is no other summoner here, please allow me to perform the sending.
Thanks, BT.
Our loved ones. We feared they would become fiends.
Please, take me to them.
Alright. I'm gonna be quiet for this next
We'll go see
cutscene
what
too.
we can do to help in town.
Okay, I guess we're not at that cutscene yet. Meanwhile, let's see what we could do here. We don't need all that. We're gonna give her some black magic. I didn't mean to hit that button. Like I said, ability spheres are very hard to come by at this point in the game. Lulu will send down her part of the sphere grid. We'll go here. Notice I'm going in between the spaces. Her magic increases by 3. Magic defense by 3. And Lulu's HP is the hardest in the game to level up. So whenever she gets HP bonuses, take them. Waka's got 4 moves. 2, 3. So that means we can get a mana sphere. And a speed sphere. Hold up. Okay, that's not his, we want him to go this way. Last ability sphere goes to silence attack. Oh, crap. Now, he's going to be stuck here for a while until we get more ability spheres. Yeah. Now, Kamari has kind of got a weird position on the... So that's Waka's part there. Yeah, scan is one of his abilities. But we can't use it yet. Yeah, and that's all we can do for now because I don't have enough spheres. I'm not going to end the episode yet. As much as my battery wants me to. I thought there was a treasure back here. There's not. This. All right. I'll be quiet for this. Oh, where's the cutscene at? Oh, never mind. All right. So. Yeah. So we're forced to go one way here. We have to watch a cutscene. I'll be quiet.
What's ascending? Are we going somewhere?
You truly are clueless. Are you sure it's just your memory that's the problem?
Well, you're not believing my sin's toxin anymore?
The
Crap.
dead need guidance. Filled with grief over their own death, they refuse to face their fate. They yearn to live on and resent those still alive. You see, they envy the living. And in time, that envy turns to anger, even hate.
Hate leads to suffering, and we go to the dark side. Again!
These souls remain in Spira. They become fiends that prey on the living. Sad, isn't it? The sending takes them to the far plane, where they may rest in peace.
Summoners do this?
Alright, here we go, folks. Like I mentioned last episode, all versions of the Human of Faith were co-written by Uematsu and Hamauzu.
It must be tough, being a summoner.
Yuna chose her own path. She knew from the beginning what it meant. All we can do is protect her along the way, until the end.
Until the end?
Uh-oh, here we go, another plot twist.
What's the end?
Until she defeats sin.
Oh, never mind. You're not revealing that yet, folks. Good.
I hope I did okay.
You did very well. They've reached the far plane by now, but no tears next time.
No more tears.
I wished there would never be a next time. No more people being killed by sin. No more sendings for Yuna. Everyone stood there watching her. It was strange, and somehow horrifying. I never wanted to see it again.
All right, here we are in the tavern. And we are going to end the episode almost right here. But, hold on a second. In here should be the, or is this not the tavern? Hold on. I want to talk to this kid, first of all. He has the best dialogue in the whole game. I'm going to be a blitzball when I grow up. You want to, well, you believe in, you know, I'm a creationist myself, folks, so I'm not an evolution believer. But the creators of this game, they don't believe in evolution. They believe in de-evolution, where you digress into a blitz ball. Okay. There's actually one more thing I want to get before I... Or, hold on.
Hey, you awake? Captain Walker's waiting for you.
Well, we'll go get Captain Walker later. Oh. I was gonna go do this town stuff next episode. But, but gosh darn it. No, I wanted to do one more thing before I quit the episode for today. And that is, where are you at? There you are, on top of the counter there next to the dude sitting down. Is an Albed primer I can't get to? That's... Ah, crap. Okay, I got to it. Alright. We got rank of Albed such and such. Okay. Alright, I'm going to go save the game at that save sphere inside the inn here. And next time, we're going to go pray at the temple and see if we can get ourselves another Aeon. Like I said, next time on Final Fantasy X. Or Let's Play Final Fantasy X. Alright, till then, folks.